We're going to go back to Yankee Stadium right now. Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Palmer in the MASN broadcast booth. And, Jim, what happened there with Yovani Gallardo in this start?
Well, it started so well. I mean, Manny hits the home run. You get yourself a 1-0 lead. Last time you pitched here, he gave up 4 runs, but it was a sustained 4 runs over 7 innings, lowest pitch count of the year. You assume because he's been pitching pretty well, he hasn't been winning, that he's going to keep him in the game. You get a walk, and then you get an error by Reimold, who had to come in for Adam Jones. And then, as Rick Dempsey said, they really, not only did they hit 3 home runs, they really had a lot of good swings. But in this ballpark or in old Yankee Stadium, you have to pitch to the middle of the field. Orioles with fastball command didn't do a very good job of it. And the other thing is the Yankees use the middle of the field, the opposite field, about as well as you can. That's how they got 18 hits and I think, 14 runs? I really stopped counting after it was 12. But I think 14 runs and 18 hits. They did a number on the Oriole pitching staff tonight.
Jim, you almost have to explain it to me because I just mentioned it a little bit. Gallardo is supposed to be a finesse pitcher, a guy that uses a good curveball and a good changeup. I saw nothing of that. I saw him trying to pitch like a power pitcher in Yankee Stadium. Behind in the count, pitching these guys inside is sure death. Even for a guy that doesn't even hit the ball that far or that good can still go out of the ballpark. I don't get the game plan. Can you explain that to me, please?
No, I can't, as a matter of fact. Obviously, I figure, he loves his cutter. And, the thing with the cut fastball, he has a tendency to fall off, Rick. And you know as well, when, if I was falling off the mound, you'd be telling me to get my arm up and you'd be telling me not to do this and whatever. He had a young catcher tonight, Francisco Pena. Who was running the game, and that was Yovani. Yes, it should be. But he loves the cutter. He didn't quite get him in. And even when he did, to Sanchez, first time up, of course, Sanchez had another huge night. Hit his 10th home run of the season in 20 games or 21 games. The end of the day, he just doesn't throw hard enough anymore to pitch with his fastball in the middle of the plate. So, it'd be great, but he's got to live on the corners, and he can't live on the corners throwing ball 1. And I think the first 11 hitters, he threw strike 1 to 4 of them. That's not the way you wanted to pitch. It's not the way you're going to pitch is successful. And, he's got to get ahead and then kind of get him to, to chase balls out of the strike zone. You can't reverse it. He could pitch backwards, I suppose, but tonight we didn't even see a curveball. But then again, he only pitched an inning, the 3rd shortest of his career. So just one of those nights. The only good news, if you're going to lose to the Yankees, you don't want to do it with 1-run games. They're 20-9. They've won 11 more 1-run games. I'm not sure you want to play them with the close games. So, again, they played like they got in at 4 o'clock and probably got to sleep closer to 5. And really, to me, it all starts, and I know how important it is as a former starting pitching. You have to make your guys think they have a chance to win. Yovani Gallardo couldn't do that tonight.